So I have absolutely no idea how bright this actually is because, well, I'm filming on auto and it's the middle of the night, but I asked some people if they wanted to see it this way and it ends up you do. So this is the review of the Koss Porta-Pro, and the review is portable. Haha, look at that. It's pretty funny, isn't it, right? So I'm skating around and I'm gonna tell you guys what I think about these. Now I just recently got them in and they are dirt cheap. These are actually only about, I want to say less than $40, but they might be less than 50, somewhere in that range. Which is kind of crazy for any pair of headphones. So build-wise, they are pretty simple. Honestly, they're just a little bit of plastic and metal. You can bend the headband around and reconnect it with itself. So you can fit them in a small space and then wrap the wire around it. The cable is non-detachable and it's not particularly weak, but these are the kind of things to where if it does actually break, you're not going to have too much trouble replacing them. Oh, we're going uphill. Gonna be a lot of pushing. And the top expands. Now the downside of that is that if you have long hair, well actually pretty much almost anyone with hair period, it's going to snag your hair if it moves at all on your head. So for some people that may be a deal breaker, but honestly, I've only experienced it maybe like twice out of the probably 40 to 50 times that I've used these on the go. So overall with that, build is getting a pass between both comfort and how incredibly small they are, because they really are portable. What song is this? That's a good song. So, how do they sound? Well, sound is actually pretty surprising. If you've heard the KSC 75s, then it's really easy to say that these just sound like a warmer version of the KSC 75s. If you haven't heard the KSC 75s, this gets a little bit more complicated. They don't exactly seal on your head, so there isn't much sub bass. But once again, it's a double-edged sword because since they don't seal on your head, the soundstage is really nice. Treble is pretty well extended, but is a little bit veiled. It's definitely still there, but these lean on the warmer side slash slightly darker side. But when you're on the move, I don't think you're going to be doing too much critical listening. And without that extreme sub bass and without having very pronounced treble, it's probably going to be better for avoiding listening fatigue, which, let's be honest, with a portable can, that's going to be more of a concern. The four big highlights of these are going to be comfort, portability, soundstage, and mid-range performance, because the mid-range in these is absolutely lush. It very much reminds me of what the 600s do in their mid-range. These obviously aren't competing with 600s, they're nowhere near that level of performance, but they are still very good. And they are definitely following a similar trend of mid-range performance. Now, another noteworthy thing with comfort is they actually are adjustable for how much pressure you want on your ears. But any pressure you take off your ears is going to then be put onto the side of your head with these little pads right here. At first, I didn't like it for the first maybe 3 times that I wore them, but then I pretty quickly got used to it. And now I love them. But these little pads on the sides, up near the top where my temples are, definitely need to wear in. I'm gonna walk over the speed bump because I don't feel like breaking my camera or my face, because the roads in my apartment complex are not that great. So while I do have a lot of nice IEMs, and IEMs are great for portability, the Porta-Pros do one thing that IEMs don't do, and that is they don't isolate. I mean, yes, people can't really hear the music I'm listening to, they don't leak, but I also can hear everything around me. Whereas on IEMs, I am shut off in my own little world during my listening experience. So honestly, when I'm doing something like this and skating around in the street, and I need to hear my surroundings, these are a much better choice. Or when I'm at the gym, sometimes it's nice to wear IEMs, but those honestly get sweaty. And something like this is going to be a little bit more breathable and isn't going to get as hot. And because of their strengths, the Porta-Pros actually have kind of a cult following online. And they definitely get a very strong recommendation from me, especially for someone who's going to be out running, exercising, maybe going to the grocery store, just doing anything where you might need to be portable and still have the ability to hear your surroundings. So if you want to pick up a set of these, I will put a link down in the video description to where they're on Amazon. And that's really about it for this review. So guys, if you like this video, please leave a like down below and a comment letting me know what you think about this reviewing style. This was kind of fun, and I think I want to do some more like this. When it applies, of course. But aside from that, if you want to help support the channel, you can check out the Patreon, also linked in the video description. Until the next one, guys, don't forget to stick around and subscribe for more videos like this one. Peace.